What's up people and welcome to this video guys. So I wanted to make a small video for you guys explaining a bit what I feel about different weapons, giving you some tips and tricks about some weapons maybe that you didn't know already. So I'm gonna be talking about the best assault rifles in PUBG Mobile at this current time from my experience and my opinion, okay? So I'm not gonna be counting in the M16A4, reason being I haven't really played enough with it to really place it with the other weapons. I mean, it's the only weapon which doesn't have automatic, okay? It has burst and single fire. I think the weapon is really great. It could potentially be the best one out of all of them, but like I said, I haven't played enough with it to actually go and say it. I know for sure it's the hardest weapon to use, but it might be the best one. Maybe I'll make a video on that in the future if you wanna. And if you're subscribed to my Panda channel, link will be in the description, a video will be coming out soon when I'm actually using the M16A4. It's a hard name to remember. Either way, we're gonna start off with the M4 and whatever it's called, I don't remember. M4, this one, okay? This is usually the first choice of, well, almost every player in the game, because it is ranked as basically the best weapon in the game, but it's the best weapon if it has all the attachments, okay? It can have 4 different attachments. If you have all of them correct, and if you just have all of them, it will turn out to be, well, basically the best weapon, because the recoil is so low, it's very hard to aim, it's very good in mid-range and kind of long range and short range as well. It basically has all of it, and that is why it's ranked as the best, okay? And then we also have the SCAR, which is, in my opinion, it's basically equally good to the M4 in my opinion, because you don't have to have equally many attachments on it, and I still feel like it basically works as an M4. Maybe the recoil is a bit worse, but I feel like it's still kind of equally good, because you have to have one less attachment, okay? So it's easier to get all the attachments on it. So I feel like if I would rank the M4 and SCAR in like rank 1 to 5, I would say the M4 and the SCAR is rank 1. I mean, they are, in my opinion, equally good. Yeah, but if you have a full attached M4, it's better, but it's harder to find, okay? So the SCAR, you will find it immediately, and then you only need a mag, you need an aim and a grip, that's all. If you have an M4, you need a grip, you need a mag, you need a scope, and you also need the shoulder thingamajig, okay? And then we have the AK, which I know a lot of people love the AK, but the problem with it, it has a huge recoil, okay? It's very bad at mid-range, it sucks at long range. I mean, if you tap, it's pretty good, but it still has a lot of like recon, but it has a very high damage output, which makes it one of the best weapons in close range for an assault rifle, okay? It's extremely good in close range just because of the damage, okay? And also the new weapon, Beryl M762, whatever it's called, it's also basically the same thing. It has a very high recoil, but it also has a very high damage, okay? If you would have the M4 right here and the AK right here fighting against each other at 10 meters distance, the AK would win. No, like, yes, it would win. In close range combat, the AK and the M762 is the best weapon. It's definitely better than the SCAR and the M4. But just because the M4 and the SCAR has a lot less recon, you can use it at both close range, mid-range and long range, while the AK and the M762 is only good at close range. Maybe some kind of a mid-range, the middle between the mid-range and the close range, somewhere here, it can still work, but they are not really that good in long distance range. And then if you play Sanok, you have another weapon called QBC, which is, in my opinion, basically a little worse weapon than the AK. I mean, it also is, in my opinion, it is a close combat weapon, which works good on Sanok because you almost only have close combat, but I don't really like it. I would actually consider picking the AK or M762 over the QBC just because it has higher damage, but I'm not sure. Okay, so if I would rank all of the assault rifles and not counting weapons which you can get from supply drops, I would say at spot number 1 we have SCAR and the M4. Okay, at spot number 2, in a triple tie, no, actually two tie, AK and the new weapon M762 at spot number 2, and then spot number 3 I would just put the QBC, because in my opinion I never really felt like I really enjoy it. I mean, it's good if it's the first weapon you find in like the place where you land. You can definitely keep it. I'm not saying that any of these weapons are bad, okay? I think all of them are good in their own ways, okay? But yeah, and then which weapon is my favorite out of all of this? It's the M4, okay? My favorite weapon in the game is the M4 for multiple different reasons. If you have all attachments, it will be basically the best weapon in the game, just because of the range, the recoil, okay? That is one reason. I just absolutely love the sound of the M4. Yes, that is actually one reason. It makes me more comfortable playing, because I feel like the sound of the M4 is just so satisfying, especially if you compare it to the QBC. I think the QBC is the worst, one of the worst sounding assault rifles in the game. It sounds so bad. I don't like it at all. But the M4 sounds just amazing. And the third reason is I usually play very aggressively, so I usually kill a lot of people, and then I can get to loot them. So for me to get all of the attachments for the M4 isn't really that hard, okay? I usually have a full attached M4 after the first landing spot, which I have, so that's maybe in 5 minutes, which is really good. Guys, comment down below which is your favorite M4, and do your own list from 1 to 5. I can't really rank out all of them 1 to 5, so that is why I just made 1, 2, and 3, which is at spot number 1 M4 SCAR, at spot number 2 AK and Beryl M762, and then at spot 3 QBC, because I haven't really played enough with the Beryl to really compare to the AK. Maybe I would say that the new weapon Beryl is better actually than the AK, and then I think the M4 is a bit better. So, okay, if I would make a rank, just to say which of my favorite weapons, okay, spot number 1 M4, spot number 2 SCAR, spot number 2 Beryl 762, spot number 3 AK, spot number 5 QBC. There you have it, guys. Comment your list down below. I would love to read that. Hope to see you next video, but as always, thank you for watching.